So I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. This time on Metroid, Vinny gets lost and presses the wrong buttons. Right. I got some pretty extensive upgrades last time I played this. Forgot about that. Okay, so this is not accessible just yet. Gravity suit's powerful, but not that powerful. Okay, so, gravity suit. Got the gravity suit. Got a broken face. Are you okay? Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Broken face. It's a song. Wait a minute. Wait a second here now. Wait a minute now. Whoa, get the fuck out of here! There's a whole area missing down here. Maybe this is a thing? Frames slow down when lots of bugs are on the screen. Or amoebas or whatever the fuck there are. Amiibo a functionality. Because of your stream the other day, I listened to I Am the Walrus for 3 hours straight. 3 hours straight! And what did you make of the lyrics? Did you figure it out finally? Are you the first person to understand I Am the Walrus? Fully? Like, mankind needs this kind of hero. I can't quite figure out how to get that piece of the map. Oh. Well, that explains. Ah. Oh, I didn't get this thing? Whatever was over here. I didn't get it. And so I shall. Maybe. Ah! Okay, there's something over there. I need to get it. Probably just missiles, but... At this point I have a plasma beam. Which is better than any missile. Not really. Certain enemies require missiles. Now that is a good upgrade. Super missile. Best upgrade. Vinny, did you talk about your dinner yet? Well, the thing is, I really haven't been cooking anything interesting lately. I've been kind of sticking to the same shit, so I can't really talk about... cooking because it's gonna be boring as fuck. Or I've been going out to eat because I'm not doing Blue Apron for a while, and I haven't had a chance to cook lately, so it's been more of the same. But just chicken and my usual things. I had a good asparagus thing that I made the other day with a little bit of lemon, garlic, salt, pepper, that kind of stuff, and chicken. Tell us about pizzas you made. I haven't made a pizza in a while. I ate a pizza not too long ago. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, slow motion, still get hit by the fire.
Vinny, I made an elk plantain pizza. Get out of here right now. Some people really are just chaos. Just chaos incarnate. Okay. I haven't been here. This is a good thing. So I had a pizza from a really good place. Half meatball, regular pizza, and then the other half was buffalo chicken. The thing about buffalo chicken is, I like it. It's good. Especially from this place, it was excellent. I feel guilty eating it. One, because it's buffalo chicken pizza. But two, it's too good. It's almost like there's no way. Like, if pizza's already not good for you, buffalo chicken pizza can't be... It can't be far off from, like, eating a crusty scublet. But man, was it good. Is there an official list of acceptable pizza toppings? I'm not like the arbiter of acceptable pizza toppings. You know, but my official list is just the basics. Stuff I like. Pepperoni, meatball, sausage, onion, mushroom. That kind of stuff. I even like black olives. So your bi-monthly pizza discussion has happened. We'll see you again in another couple weeks. Here at Vineco. Are clams acceptable on pizza? Listen, I'm not really a big seafood guy. I really only have calamari and clam chowder from time to time. Otherwise, I don't do seafood. That said, apparently, this place that my friends and I go to sometimes has the best clam pie. They call it the white clam pie, and they say it's amazing. And they get, every time it's my birthday and we go to this place, they will get a white clam pie. They say it's like the best shit ever. But I mean, I don't know. Is it acceptable? Better question is, Vinny, do you like it? No. Man. No. You're a fucking bastard. There is no style and no grace to that fight. That was just brute force. This one pizza, you know, you've heard of Blaze Pizza? Maybe. They're a chain, but they do pretty decent pizzas. It's kind of like a Chipotle, like, you know, you just choose your toppings and stuff. Anyway, they have this one, I think it's white sauce, bacon, little garlic, a baby arugula, and you can do salt and pepper and oregano and stuff. Surprisingly good. I don't know what the fuck white sauce even is, but it was good. Sorry, I'll stop. I'm not even hungry right now. I'm like the exact opposite of hungry, and I'm talking about pizza. See, I'm using the scan pulse a lot more often now, just because we're getting to the end of the game, and I figured it would be something like this, but we're getting to the end of the game, and I don't know, I don't exactly want to fuck around looking for blocks by bombing them over and over and over again. There's a utility for the scan pulse that I really like. I think it's a good addition. But it must be done with power and responsibility. I don't even know what the fuck is going on here. Do another one. Nope. Wait, is that the screw attack block? I think that's the screw attack block. Okay, you know what I thought that was? For a minute, I thought that was one of the blocks that you have to attack from the top, or like, let you fall through. That's exactly not what those blocks look like. Also, just an observation, man, I would have loved this game when I was younger. How old was I when Metroid 2 came out, like 7? Here's the thing about Metroid and Metroid 2 when I was a young kid. One of the reasons that I kept coming back to them over and over and over and over again is because there was so much. And it got to the point where you just had to memorize everything. There was no map, and you just had to walk around until you found something. I'm not saying that was a good thing, but it kept me coming back to the games. And it made them kind of mysterious because every time I would come back to it, I would find something new, or I would get lost and have to figure something out. And it would take upwards of years to complete Metroid 1 and 2. They've not aged well. They're overly obtuse and kind of annoying, and I don't think I would necessarily want to replay 2 on its own. 1, yes. 1 for the nostalgia, 1 for the historical significance, but I don't think I would want to revisit it just for shits and giggles, because it would not... There would not be a single shits had, you know, and even less giggles. So... But I definitely appreciate the games, and then even the glitches added some mystery, like in in Metroid 1, the door glitch created all these weird areas, and then there was like a bunch of, I'm gonna say the word shafts, and I'm gonna ask that you guys handle it in a grown-up way. There were a lot of, like, secret shafts that just led to death, or to dead ends in Metroid 1, and it made me kind of question the utility of them, and I would just try to figure out, well, what the fuck is the purpose of this thing? And most of the time I couldn't find a purpose, so it ended up just being me, you know, playing over and over again and not discovering anything new, but at least I was having fun. But yeah, that mystery and just the roughness of the game, like the fact that it was kind of shitty, added to it a little bit. Whereas, you know, you have a polished game like this, or Super Metroid, and everything has like a purpose, everything is there for a reason. But because of how shitty Metroid 1 and 2 were, I kept coming back. I don't understand it, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it. How does this remake compare to AM2R? I get that question pretty much every time I stream this, and I love both. I'll let you know when I'm finished with this one which one I like more. But so far, I think that they're both very worthy. Wow. So you mean to tell me, when I came to this area last time, all I had to do was go through the door so I could get Screw Attack? And I just didn't go through the door. I didn't have gravity suit. Oh, okay, that's right. That's right. No, that's incorrect. Okay. So I couldn't get up here because gravity suit, and you couldn't do bombs underwater. So no, this is about right. This is about right. Screw Attack looks kind of cool. It looks like a 1,000-degree burning hot fidget spinner. Oh god, no. But that reaction time, come on, I could do better than this. shit. Kind of hard to get the... Come on, get down, get down! Kind of hard to get the counter on this dude, he's quick.
Ha! Get down! Sex machine!
Remind me never to do that again. Hey James Brown, have you met Bruce Springsteen? Two forced failed memes meeting each other for the very first time like a virgin. So, like, almost every upgrade is unlocked. I'm only missing one upgrade, and that's power bombs. Damn, that thing is resilient. You're a fan of the Bruce meme? It was never really a meme. It was just me screaming into a filter on my microphone. It was not. It was, I don't know what the fuck it was, but it wasn't anything impressive. I'll tell you that much. Wait a minute. Never mind. Going absolutely mental with the firepower. Vinny, I asked for the BRB song name and instead I got banned. What happened? Probably Nightbot. I don't know why. Nightbot is an imperfect being and does some questionable things, much like Roy Batty from Blade Runner. Take a shot. I've done some questionable things. But also some amazing things. Incredible things. What does he say? What does Tyrell say? In response? Outstanding, incredible, glorious. Oh no, by then it's much too late. I've seen everything. Magnificent. Yes, Sin City. Did you just Google the script real quick? That's very helpful of you, thanks. The light that burns twice as bright burns out twice as quick, I think is the line. You would think I know my Blade Runner quotes. Forwards, frontwards, and backwards. But I've never been the memorization type. I just kind of get the general feel of something and then I leave it at that. I try to understand the stuff. That's why if I was ever... I think if I ever trained to become an actor, I would probably go off script a lot. I'm not saying I'd be capable of any of that, but I think that if that were a thing that I decided to do or try... Oh my god. So I still can't destroy these things. This is... I guess that's a power bomb thing. And I lost my stylus. Oh, hi Pluto. Pluto, have you come to take me away? The magical mystery tour? The magical mystery tour is here to ban you and take you away. No, that's... No, right, Pluto? We're friends, right? Hope aboard. The crystals, okay, well, we can't do the crystals. We can't charge them. We can't... Hey, Pluto, do you know what charging Jo Crystals means? I don't even know- I don't even know who Pluto is. I've never met him in my life. I'm asking him about Jo Crystals. Okay, so Pluto, listen. Here's what you do. If you want to charge your Jo Crystal... Oh, he knows! Okay, alright, the gig is up. I think... I don't know if I can keep this up any longer, but it turns out... I have, in fact, met Pluto once before. It just... Listen. He's alright. Just don't ban me for talking about Jo Crystals. You met Pluto at Disney World. Wait a minute. Wait, no, that's not how that works. You're not supposed to make more clever references than me. Man's gotta Jo some crystals to get ahead. I get it, Vinesauce, you do you. I don't know anything about that. Couple of beers, getting some crystals ready. Squishy, I swear, listen, I know you're here too, Squishy. I want you to know, we can still be friends. Me and Squishy is tight. Okay. Guess maybe... I guess I should maybe use that teleporter. Is Jen here too? Jen... Well, me and Jen is tight too. You want me to say tight? Okay. So, one of the friends I grew up with, I was very close with, did that. We is tight, and you know, I'm gonna head up to store, I'm gonna grab a beers, that kind of stuff. So that was always part of my vocabulary. Well, maybe not stuff I said. Was never really stuff that I picked up on and like made it a part of my lexicon, but you know, I was plenty aware of it. Let's just say that. Desert, did you just find a way to do a dab emote? Well, it's not even an emote, that's ASCII. ASCII? I never felt right saying ASCII, by the way. It's ASCII. I always had to go and say every letter. It's a dabbing Kirby. What else? Guys, what else do you say wrong that you know is wrong, but you say it? I'm talking like, you know, GIF, like I'll say GIF forever. I'm sorry, but you're not gonna get me to say GIF. That's not happening. I say ASCII as ASCII because, I don't know, ASCII sounds weird to me. I always said ASCII. Take it for granted. Listen, more power to you if you say that. What else? Memes as May. ATM machine? Well, what do you say? Oh, you say ATM machine? Isn't it just AT machine if you do that? Caramel. I always say caramel. I don't know. Who says caramel? Do people say caramel? Papadoo is a Cajun restaurant, but I don't want to end it with ooh. Pastability. Well, specific as Pacific? Come on, no, you don't do that, do you? There's definitely more words that I can't think of that kind of go both ways. Tomato or tomato? I've never heard anyone say tomato. Is this an English thing? Do I have to live in Britain? Do I have to- how many Jo Crystals do I have to charge before I start saying tomato? People say the word apricot as apricot. Well, there's aluminium. Okay, so I guess then there's the whole, you know, Britishisms and Americanisms, that's a whole different topic. Fapricot? Actually, no one in chat just said Fapricot, but I did. I'm a grown-up, I'm an adult, and I can do what I want, because I'm a Toys R Us kid. Oh, Melee and Melee? That's another good one. I had a friend that would never say Melee. It was always Melee. Did you guys see, totally unrelated, but just curious, did you see James Rolfe's, top 10 movies that other people love but he doesn't? Fast. Down here. Come on. It wouldn't give me the option for a second. Shit, I took a lot of damage trying to do that. Well, I don't think James necessarily hated any of those movies that he listed, but some of the ones I could think of. Basically, the list was this. You should watch it, because I'm not gonna do it justice. He gave a big disclaimer, like, I don't hate these movies, but I think they're maybe a little overrated. People hold them in high regard. Maybe I just don't get them. The Matrix was on the list. He thought it was a good movie, but he doesn't understand why it was so, like, revered. The Big Lebowski was on the list, which, you know, I kind of disagree with. He liked the movie, he said it was really good, he loved John Goodman in it and everything, but he didn't understand why there's things called, like, say, Lebowski Fests, which is real. There are festivals devoted to that movie. There's a religion called Dudism that came from that movie. So I'm with them on that. I think that's a little bit silly. Still a great movie, though, and I think it's extremely rewatchable. So I kind of get why people are into it, but I'm kind of generally in the same boat as James. Like, wow, that escalated far beyond what you'd thought it would. What else? The Sixth Sense, which was, he feels, a product of its time, and not at all, like, deserving of being on top horror lists movies. I agree, I saw it recently, I thought it was fun. Fine movie, but I don't think it's one of the best horror movies of all time. Unbreakable is a very good movie, though. I like Unbreakable. The Dark Knight was on the list. Again, not his favorite Batman movie. He said he loves the stuff with the Joker. He really enjoyed the movie, but he doesn't get why it's so many people's favorite. I think The Dark Knight is great. I saw it in the movie theater. One of my favorite superhero movies. I agree, though. All the stuff with the Joker is the best part, and some of the other stuff can be a little bit... it can drag a bit when you watch it again. But, I think my favorite Batman movie is still Batman, the original. Remember the AVGN movie? Jesus Christ, what a letdown. I saw it in the theater. Like, James and, the director, I forget his name, did a Q&A. What I liked about the movie I liked the... I really enjoyed the practical effects. I thought it was fun. I know people didn't really love it, but... I mean, Red Letter Media did a movie. They did a couple. They weren't all that amazing either. I think it's... You can know what you like out of movies, but I think it's a lot fucking harder to make one. Especially when you're like trying to play it tongue-in-cheek, and you're trying to do a movie that knows what it is, and is just cheesy and campy for the sake of being cheesy and campy. I think that can turn kind of sour real quick. But, you know, that's my thoughts. I don't really love the Red Letter Media movies. I don't really love the AVGN movie, but there's merit, and I enjoy the work that went into them. In fact, I love learning about how those movies were shot. I like seeing them make the costumes and everything. But, you know, as a cohesive, like, movie, not my thing. No way. Especially, again, when you're aiming for schlock. You have to be, like, fucking confident that you can make it work, I think. At least that's my thoughts on it. Because otherwise, making a schlock movie on purpose can just make it look like cheese and bad. So, I think, yeah, it can be difficult. I have a degree of sympathy, though. And I can imagine how difficult, though, making a movie would be when you don't have a studio behind you. But that's my diplomatic approach to the situation. One day I'll have to figure out how to get over there. What else? What else was on his list? Donnie Darko. That's a movie I liked when I was 16, 17, whatever it was. I thought, like, wow, this movie is so deep. And it kind of is a little bit, but I think what I liked most about the movie is the soundtrack. I learned about so much great, like, 80s music through that movie. But watching it again, I'm like, ugh. It has some good moments. Some cool scenes. It's a fun movie for sure, but it's when it first became a thing, it was like everyone in high school treated it like it was this life-changing thing. It had an insanely rabid cult following. Meanwhile, I think I like the director's next movie, Southland Tales with The Rock, even better because it was so bad. It was so schlocky. Rock in the schlock. I want to test something out before I go any further. Yeah, there was a Justin Timberlake dance number to the Killers song, I've got soul but I'm not a soldier. And it had The Rock saying, I'm a pimp and pimps don't commit suicide. That, my friends, was an actual line of dialogue from the director and writer of Donnie Darko. But it's one of those so bad it's good movies. Again, the movie is called Southland Tales. View this movie at your own risk. So what else? You like Truman Show. Good, good. Yeah, it's a fun movie. What else was on James's list? because I liked that video and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Titanic. Titanic was a movie that I remember everyone losing their shit over, and I hated it. Mainly because of the Celine Dion song. I didn't even, you know what? It's not that I hated it, I refused to fucking watch it. Because of the Celine Dion song. And because it was just so, it was everywhere. It was everywhere and it was annoying, and people wouldn't shut up about it. And I already knew the ending, obviously. But when I finally watched it, it had a couple cool things. I liked the special effects. I liked the violence and the retelling of the story. There's some stuff in there that I like. But yeah, that was a hugely popular movie. I never really could put my finger on why it was so popular. But the Plinkett review of it, I think, sums it up pretty nicely. It really does just check off every single, like every check mark, every box is checked for that movie. It's a really smartly designed movie, to the point where every person could find something to like in it. The only thing I wish was in the movie was a hip-hop dance number. Or perhaps Justin Timberlake dancing to "I got soul, but I'm not a soldier." What the fuck? You want to talk about stuff that people like that I think makes no sense? That line, "I got soul, but I'm not a soldier." Can we talk about that line for a second? What a fucking dopey line that is. I mean, yeah, I get it. The words sound similar. I understand. Congratulations, man. You did it. You're a killer. Bill Bailey said that line makes as much sense as "I've got ham, but I'm not a hamster." Who's Bill? Oh, Bill Bailey, the comedian. That's good. The song is fine, the music is fine, I just don't like that one line. Like, it's pretending to be something that it's not. What do I know, though? I'm not a killers. I've got vines, but I'm not a Vinesauce. Nah, not so much. Any other movies that I'm forgetting that were on his list? Duskers, I can listen. The bait. I can smell the fishing bait from a mile away, dude. Citizen Kane I haven't seen. I know, I guess I should have. Christmas Story was on there. Yeah, I like Christmas Story. I agree, it doesn't need to be on for 24 hours. But it's good. I guess as I become less sentimental about Christmas as I get older. It doesn't really do a whole lot for me, but it's okay. Yeah, Home Alone I like a lot better. Fight Club. I actually like Fight Club a lot. I don't think that was on his list, but that's a good movie to talk about. It was a product of its time in some ways. I know some people think Fight Club is overrated. I love it. Like, it's a little edgy. a little. It's extremely edgy. And I know that's the hot buzzword, saying something's edgy just because it tries to, you know, be a little serious. But I love Fight Club. I think it's a great movie, great book. As I get older, it loses its impact, but it's still a great watch. Tim Burton movies, well, some are still great. I like Big Fish. It's a good Tim Burton movie. A little underrated, too. No, I just like very large, like, sea bass. That's what I meant. I don't actually know what that movie is. I just happen to enjoy large sea creatures. Gladiator? Yeah, Gladiator is a movie I thought was awesome when I was younger. Saw it later on in life and realized it's a little cheesy at times. A little cheese. Definitely one of Ridley's better movies from his latter career. But I think that's another movie that probably gets a lot more praise than it deserves. Still good, though. Can you recommend an over-the-top action movie? What's that Chuck Norris movie where he has the bazooka at the end? Invasion USA. Watch Invasion USA. It's a Chuck Norris movie, and it's awful. But it's excellent awful. Kung Fury, yeah, that's another thing I think is a little overrated. I liked it well enough. I liked it better as like a 4-minute YouTube video. I liked it better when it wasn't a real movie. Not Kung Pao. Kung Pao is good. Sorry. I know. I know. A lot of Kung Pao, a lot of Kung Fury lovers. I think, it went for a lot of the easy, you know, it went for a lot of the easy jokes. Genuinely some good moments, but also, wow, he's riding a dinosaur. Just one, eh? Yeah, had a good OST. Like I said, I enjoyed the movie well enough. There are very few things I hate. Hate takes energy. Hate takes commitment. There's always something to enjoy in a movie. Unless you're watching Orgy of the Dead, there is almost nothing redeemable about that movie. But you can there's stuff to like in Kung Pao. There's some really nice like sequences that I thought were impressively done on a low budget. Soundtrack was good. Yeah, so I mean there's a lot to like in even the worst movie. Like Zardoz. I don't think I finished that movie. I tried to. I know it's got a cult following. And I know that it's even one of those so bad it's good movies at times. I found it to be boring. Trash. It really, really annoyed the fuck out of me. But it's got Sean Connery in a red Speedo. And that is almost worth the price of admission for how fucking stupid it is. He's in a diaper for most of the movie. So yeah, I'm not really into Zardoz, but I still find some merit. Like, there's a couple of clever moments. The whole premise is fun. The title of the movie is a plot twist that I won't give away. That's kind of cool. The gun is good, the penis is evil. There you go. That's the most famous line from Zardoz. But that's definitely one of the movies that I found most difficult to make it through. There was another fucking stupid movie that I tried to watch. There's a couple. Sometimes a movie is so boring that you just have to turn the fucking thing off. You know, like cult classics that I just don't get. So one day I'll think of them and I'll let you know. Manos, The Hands of Fate. Okay, that movie is actually kind of fun to watch because it's got some of the most bizarre performances in any movie. I mean, it has a reputation as being one of the worst movies ever. Mystery Science Theater famously brought it a lot of attention and did a great episode on it. And there are times where it gets, like, too painful to watch, but when it's good, holy fuck is that funny. I haven't seen Rubber. I know all about it. Haven't seen it. What is that? Hello, giant dinosaur eyeball thing. It's like that rock creature from Star Trek that Spock mind melds. What's the name of that episode? Amok Time? No, that's not the name of that one. Suck. Wow. I've never seen a Chozo statue decimated like that. There's a Metroid this way. I mean, there's a couple different ways I could go. I guess we'll start with the Metroid. Oh, shit. Good. Look at me go. Look at me be very good at these video games. I can't believe how much damage I've taken already. Damn it. Wow, I took damage from that. Wrong way! I'm fucked. No, I'm not. It is you who is fucked! Wow, okay. Oh, yeah, gonna need that. God damn it. Stop! So there's grape soda preventing me from going right. Would I say the game has gotten harder or easier? I would say it's remained fairly consistent. It's a pretty decent difficulty curve. Your reaction time has to be a bit faster for the counters now. Enemies do a lot of damage. I think, yeah, I mean, it's gotten harder, but it was kind of hard at the beginning, too, but it's only hard in the beginning if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You know, if you play like shit, like I was, then yeah, it's gonna be tough. And this is, yeah, this is the normal difficulty. So I think people who are looking for a challenging Metroid game might have a lot of fun with this one, especially on hard mode. Or, you know, fusion mode. I guess I'll go back there eventually. Vinny, I'm sorry for calling you an utter bonk near the end of your first Metal Gear Rising stream last year. You're apologizing for something you said last year that wasn't even that bad? To what do I owe the honor? Holy shit. Man, you should hear some of the shit that people say. If only more people would be like you, Burning. That's very nice of you. I've been holding on to that for a long time. I felt like I couldn't move on as a person. You know, I was holding so much resentment and anger. And, man, I mean, I feel it's really nice to have that and just let go. Finally be whole again. So that kind of just rearranged the poison. This game does, like, movement puzzles tremendously well. What I mean by that is, you know, figuring out how to get through all the little obstacles and use all your tools to get through little narrow corridors. The morph ball stuff in this game is excellent. Aside from, you know, the combat and everything, it's just the puzzles are good. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm kind of quiet, just kind of enjoying this. You know, looking at the colors, they're definitely much more saturated. Way more saturated on the stream. So it's like way more red, like royal purple. What's the color I'm looking for? It doesn't matter. Let me see if I can desaturate this a little bit and show you what it looks like on my end. Like I'm holding the 3DS. I'm holding the 3DS next to the screen. And I'm trying to get that perfect. Let's see. Maybe a little less than that, maybe like 3. I'd say this is a little bit closer. It's a little dark. Give me a second. This is just for my own amusement. Don't mind me. We don't have to keep it like this. I just want to show you what it looks like, what it looks like on my screen. It's probably a little bit brighter. Yeah, something like this. No. All these fucking sound effects while I'm trying to do this. It's like watching Kitchen Nightmares, for fuck's sake. Yeah, so this is pretty much what it looks like when I play the game. Well, see, now this is all fucked. This is all fucked. This is supposed to be more yellow. Hang on a second. Now it's too red. Ah, whatever. Reset. Just did a factory reset of the colors. So that was a tremendous waste of stream time. But, you know, time you've enjoyed wasting was not time wasted. Oh, there's nothing to do here. Okay, never mind. You know, I know there's a big moment coming up. Many people have spoiled it for me. I don't know exactly what's coming up, but there's a thing coming up. My payback is to fucking fuck with the saturation of my game for 5 minutes. Just to make you suffer. That's what you get for spoiling. Screw attack isn't as powerful in this game as it usually is. It's not like invincibility and that's it. Some enemies are resilient. Like that, those fuckers are resilient to screw attack. Up there. Oh, fuck off. How'd you get so swole? This is not enough health for this. Shoot him in the face. That was not one of those moves. I couldn't counter it. Alright, so there is some health. There is some health. Okay. Okay. No. I'm out of supers. I'm out of supers. Oh, nice combo. Ah! Damn it. Oh man, it's been a while since I saved too. Oh, not too long, but still. Alright, okay, we're good, we're still in the fight. Yeah, get 4 supers directly to the fucking stomach. Ow. Ow. Screw attack. Please. I need you to work. Screw attack, please. Screw attack. Why can't screw attack destroy rocks? I know the tail killed me, but I was... Oh, it just puts me right back out here. I mean... It's not giving me full health or anything, but I'll take what I can get. Just really hoping I could do that in one try so I could look cool. Yeah, good move.
Yeah.
Now that would have been the counter. Okay, now the screw attack is working on the rocks. Before it was not really happening. Oh, I'm out of green already? Alright. Screw attack does not protect against that. Ah! I just about to press the button. It wasn't working. You used shield on the rocks. That's why the shield got wasted. Just give me a second here. Okay. So I was about to do the counter. I saw the tell for the counter, and I pressed the button just after I died, which, as you know, doesn't count. Still not good enough. Come on. Shit. I'm getting a little bit too... I'm getting a little too cocky here. And yeah, now I just have to avoid the rocks. After a certain point, you can't get your health back. That was not a counterable move, and neither is that. I keep thinking he's gonna do the thing that I can counter. I was trying to predict his moves. I actually have no problem dying to this, though. This is an awesome fight. I love it. It comes up so fast. No, space jump, please. Thank you. Oh, I got it. Somehow. The influence of the Matrix still hangs over us. I got a little late there. I'm not sure how it worked. Oh, maybe because of my, my shield. Which is now gone. So I'm just fucking with the 3D. This game does 3D really well, you know, for a 3DS game. Still upset that there's a robot that has one of my fucking items. So, that was my favorite fight in the game so far. It would have been cool if I could have defeated him, like, the first time, but I had no problem fighting that enemy multiple times in a row. That was kind of fun. One of the complaints that people had about this game was that counters almost seemed, like, necessary for everything. I only got one counter. Like, some enemies, yeah, you need to counter a lot, and then some, I think you can just play Metroid as you've always played Metroid and throw a counter in every now and then. had a thought. So I played some Steamworld Dig off stream. Nothing story related, but I managed to find some secrets that were really, really deviously hidden. So I got some upgrades, found some secrets. And, can't do whatever that is yet. I ended up accidentally finding a grenade launcher. I'm not sure it's a vital item. I mean, it might be, but I just backtracked. I like, instead of making progress where I was, I decided to just backtrack and do some digging, so the streams would be a little less grindy, and I ended up accidentally finding a grenade launcher. So, there's that. But, man, what a good time for fucking Metroidvanias. I know I said that a couple times, but I mean that. I'm like, kind of really happy right now that we have so many good games out. And more. Like, not just on Nintendo systems, but in general. This year's been fucking excellent for video games. And it will continue to be. You're gonna hate me for saying this too, but you know, that new Call of Duty game looks pretty good too. I've seen some, you know, some trailers, and it's, like I said many times, it's the first Call of Duty game in years that I have any interest in whatsoever. It's World War II, man. World War II is a historical point of interest for me, as many of you know. And the World War II video game genre, I feel, has taken a break, and for good reason. It was oversaturated. But there's no jetpacks, there's no stupid shit. It's very much like the early Call of Duty games, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3. And I have some interest in that. And some of the story stuff, like the single player stuff, actually looks decent. Let me see, where's the... hang on a minute, did I get the check from Activision? Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, as I was saying, no, it's really a game that I think the franchise totally lost its way with annual releases. Remember, at one point, this series was respected. And not just by, like, the masses. It was actually respected by people that liked first-person shooters. Like, it really helped push the online shooter genre. And it had great single-player campaigns, too, for a little while there. And then it became a big joke. Because they made it a joke. And they decided to release a new game every year with small upgrades and more ridiculous plots and press F to pay respects and all that shit. I've talked about it multiple times, but for anyone who's never heard, anyone who's never been here, Modern Warfare 2 was the last one that I played that I actually gave a shit about. And even at that point, 7-8 years ago, whenever that came out, I was losing interest very quickly. So yeah, I mean, this is one, after Battlefield 1, I was hoping that we would get more World War II games. You know, done with respect, you know, for the history of the subject matter, and done in a way that actually feels like one of those classic Medal of Honor, you know, original Call of Duty games. Maybe we'll get that. I don't know. It could be shit. It might be garbage. Have you seen the gameplay videos? There's no respect in any of them. I haven't. The actual COD community is hating on the game. It's that bad. Oof. Jesus. Already? It's already that bad? I know that I know that there are some historical inaccuracies for a number of, let's say, reasons. Okay, I'm tiptoeing around this a little bit because let's just say I like peace in my life. I enjoy peace. And that is obviously something that is absurd for a game that's trying to take historical stuff and remain respectful and accurate to, you know, history. Peace and love. You understand? I was hoping that a lot of that would just be, you know, maybe not a thing. Maybe it was something that would be removed. Maybe, you know, they, let's say, grow a pair of balls and just do a World War II game like World War II games should be done. I reserve my judgment for the final game, of course. I'm curious, I'm hopeful about some things. We shall see. It's a video game. Yeah, I'm aware it's a video game. Now, keep in mind, if the game is fun, and it's really, really, really good, then it's a fun game. That doesn't make it historically accurate, and that doesn't make it a life-changing, genre-shaking game. It could just be a fun shooter. But I think, this series has sucked so many people's wallets dry. And it has so many, like... It's so loaded at this point. It's so weighted because of controversy in the past and, you know, DLC that costs $40 or more. You know, just the whole... This whole thing with Call of Duty is such a fucking mess that they can't just release a good game without it being like a huge weighted thing. So... But anyway. Well, I'm a little disappointed now. I've read some things in chat that make me feel a little bit less hopeful about this. And I was gonna say it's a good year for video games. Maybe the Call of Duty franchise will finally get back on track. Maybe not. Maybe it's time for art. I think it is. Okay. Why don't we get to the art?